All right, I think we got it now. Let's see, make this dude the host. Liz, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Outstanding, all right.
Who's that pup in the background?
So that would be Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Why is this not working? I cannot seem to do spotlight view.
Would that be because there's only 2 of us?
No, there's 3. I've got 2 devices going. I should be able to set the recording device to spotlight. That's unfortunate. I don't know what. I had some funkiness trying to get on board here, so yeah, well.
Do you want to close and come back in? I can come back in if you want.
No, it's all right. I just this one won't be uploaded to the YouTube channel. That's all. We're okay. And everybody can still set the speaker view because I'm going to have everyone muted out. So one of those weird things. That's all. We just move along. Hey Jay, what's shaking?
Hey Steve, how are you?
Oh, you know, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fair, I guess. I'm experiencing some things, but it's all good.
It's that transitional time.
Say again?
It's that transitional time.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I don't know why that won't let me change the spotlight. That's so weird. Let's see if we do this. I think I need to go through and change my video settings. So I think they did an update on Zoom. And things are weird now. That's all right. No problem. All right, Sam. You know the deal, buddy. La casa. Oh. Oh, boy. Make yourself comfortable, partner. Oh, you're a handsome cuss. Look at you. All good? Hey, Paula, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. And you, how are you doing today?
I'm kind of okay.
Kind of okay? All
Yeah,
right.
so it's fine.
Above ground, pumping blood, moving oxygen. The grass is below you, above you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marissa, nice to see you. We have a Riley and Jing. Y'all welcome. Marina.
Dat was even de andere gezegd. Wat sloegen? Aua.
Marina, are you the Marina of Switzerland?
Hi.
Isn't it like 10 p.m. there right now?
Yeah, that's right.
You decided to go away, huh?
I have to make this a bit louder. So, all right.
So you decided to join us anyway, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
It's my weekend. And child doesn't sleep.
Yeah, all right.
She can join us.
So, well, that's good because this one is not going to be loaded to YouTube. I am unable to get my settings where I need to do them for that to be appropriate. So, I'm glad you're here.
That's good. Me
Yeah.
too.
No coincidences. Everything just does how it does.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Lina. Ja, wenn es dir anfängt, kannst du mitmachen. Ist gut, Lina. Okay.
Ich mache die Papiere damit. Nein, noch nicht. Ich muss eine Pause machen. Ich mache zuerst Musik.
Put this one here.
Laatste van me.
Put this one here.
Is dat nog een
So how about as we're waiting to get going, set your device to speaker view.
Mommy.
And once I have everybody muted out, you should only be seeing me. I cannot seem to get spotlight going. I don't know why. That's all right. Hey, Rhonda. Who is SDU? Dion. Hey, Dion. Nice to see you.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Suzanne. All right. Hey, I got a participant on a screen named SDU Sierra Delta. You identify yourself for me, please?
Oh, can you hear me?
I didn't. No.
Uh,
I hear you now. Oh, now I don't. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on.
David Eileen Grozer.
Hey, all right, cool. Good to see
Hey,
you.
I put in SDU for the password and it put it down as my name. So sorry
No
about
problem. No problem. That's okay. We got it figured out now. Thank you so much.
that. Okay.
Hey, all right. We're good now. Okay. I'm going to start muting people out. So just,
Okay.
good. Cool. All right. Well, a little bit of a weird start, but I think we have overcome. How's that alignment there? Somebody's trying to catch that joke. Groovy. Okay. So, show of hands, if you can hear me, please. Just raise a hand or a foot, or nod your head, or show me somehow that you can hear me. All right. The way this is set up today, I don't know what happened, but I'm unable to have manual controls on my monitor here. So I am unable to mute you or unmute you without kind of messing with a whole lot of other stuff. So if you could take care of that on your own, that would be great. Just mute yourself or unmute yourself if necessary. Hey, Ethel, nice to see you.
Hey, Stephen. Hey,
All right.
everyone.
So let's go ahead and, if you're not muted already, go ahead and do so. Set the speaker view, please. And once everybody's in speaker view, if it's okay with you, I sure do like cameras on. That way I can best cue you, but it is not a requirement. There's no rules like that. If you really want your camera off, no problem. And some of y'all might just be here to observe, catch some observation hours. In that case, you really don't need your camera on. But if you're going to flow along, participate in the practice, it just helps me. If I can see you, I can damn near be with you, and it helps me to cue you. So we still got people arriving. But you know, the only problem I ever have with the class is the clock. There's just not enough of it. So let's get going. How about we go to a child's pose, please? I'll shut down one of these noisy fans. Start to let it get warm. So if you're not familiar with child's pose, go to your hands and knees like a child's gonna crawl across the room. And from there, just push your butt back towards your heels and walk your hands forward as you lower your torso down. If you find fragility in your knees, you can open them wider and slide your torso between your thighs. You can be on your forearms, take a little pressure off. But it really is a leisurely, safe, grounded, comfortable pose, the intention of it. So find your way into it in a way that you can just kind of be at ease. I made this grand statement about alignment, no real proper way of doing a pose. And I hope to maybe go into that a little bit today. That alignment is personal. Your yoga teacher, your yoga instructor has really no clue what proper alignment is for you. Only you know. So maybe we can discover some of that today. But first, let's get into yoga. Let's go into the yoga of yoga. We'll do that with breath. Start by narrowing your breath through your nostrils. And did you know that there are medical reasons that some people are not able to comfortably breathe through their nose? So if you need to, you can breathe through your mouth. But if possible, narrow it to your nose. Susan, could I get you to mute your microphone, please? I'm unable to do that. Thank you. Second, let's let this breath cycle be full and rich. What I'm saying is an inhale is complete capacity. Fill it up. Conversely, the exhale is completely emptying. All the air that you think you have in you, just let it go. Finally, make it fluid and smooth, seamless. Let's say there was a microphone right there next to you, and the receiver was sitting next to your mother, maybe 100 miles away. She can't see you, but she can hear you breathing. And all she knows is my baby is comfortable and calm. Listen to them breathe. It's so nice. This type of breathing requires focused concentration. You don't walk around throughout the day breathing like this. It takes attention. We only have so much attention. This type of breathing requires a great deal of it. And that's a focused concentration, which at some point very soon here transitions into meditation. Yeah, we can meditate while moving. And that right there is the yoga. will offer you many suggestions in our next 70, 80, 90 minutes together. I got a lot of them, full of them. I have 3 ex-wives that think I'm full of something else, and you might agree. That's okay if you do. If so, modify, discard. This is personal. I will give you generic ideas, but your job is to personalize them to fit you. And in this yogic state, let's just start adding some creative shapes and transitions. And that first active one will go by pushing into your palms a little bit, tucking your toes under, and then just start to lift your knees up. Raise your butt up high as you drop your head and chest low. First active pose of downward facing dog. In this first down dog, your knees can be slightly bent, maybe all your down dogs. Find something where you're just feeling a little shoulders, backs of legs, and spine lengthening. Just feel it. I'm not even going to offer refinements on this one. We don't have rules. We have boundaries, 2 of them. If you wish, partake. First one, calmness. Calmness will be evidenced by your state of breath. Second rule is safety. If something hurts or goes against your discernment, meaning cognition, intuition, feels wrong, doesn't calculate as safe, again, modify or discard. No rules saying you have to do every one of these poses. Take one more inhale, maybe slope your tailbone, a big inhale. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, bringing knees together, but opening ankles, heels, feet away from each other. And just start walking your hands back towards your legs as you lower your seat down towards the floor between your feet. It might not get to the floor, and it doesn't have to. You can have a block under your butt, that's all right. And now, go ahead and sit up tall. And if that hurts knees, put weight in your hands down on the mat next to your feet or shins, and just alleviate a little bit of the pressure in your knees. Hero seat, saddle, it has so many names. So what are we doing here? We're just touching some ankles and shins and knees and thighs. Bring your vision inside of your mat space and take a moment here to set some stuff aside. Everything you think you know about the practice of yoga. Everything you think you know about the guy on camera instructor. But more importantly, everything you think you know about yourself and your own practice. Let's just set it aside. Make some room for new experience. Return your hands to the mat. Walk them forward, and we go right back to tabletop pose. Hands and knees. You point your nose at the mat so that your neck can have some length. And go ahead and lift your left leg straight back behind you. Lean into your left hand a little bit and reach your right arm forward. Bicep is going to be kind of close to your ear. Thumb up, pinky down seems to be a nice aligned rotation. Well, you might want to go palm down or up. It's really, what are you trying to feel here? You notice where your left hip is, if it's up high, if it's even with right hip. What about your left foot? Heel pushing away, or are we pointing metatarsals? What's the difference? Sensation, that's all. It's personal. Inhales lengthen your lungs, they can lengthen your body. Exhales contract your lungs, they can contract your muscles. One more inhale, just lengthen and lift, somewhere nice. Breathe out, set it all on the mat, and just take your right leg straight back, just like the other one, but right side. Push pushing into your right palm, you can extend your left arm forward. And now it's up to you to refine this, how high you want to lift. Just lift until you feel some contraction, shoulder muscle, glute muscle. You feel some traction all along your spine as you reach hand and foot away from each other. No, spine loves nothing more than traction. You can press into your right palm and feel some contraction. Right pectoral, right shoulder, right tricep. One more breath. Breathe out. Set it all on the mat. And if you would, go ahead and walk your feet back to an upper push-up position. We call plank pose. Now just use your mind's eye, use some sensation to feel your pelvis and shoulders at about the same height. You don't need mirror, just feel. You'll know when it's there. It'll feel. You'll feel some contraction, some heat starting. And did you know that anytime you're in a plank, you can lower your knees and still get all the benefit with just a little less intensity? If you have wrist issue, shoulder issue, might be a good idea. One big breath of air. Exhale, begin bending your elbows, lowering, not with gravity.
We can't hear you. Steve,
We'll do 5 in a row. So inhale, another cobra.
we can't hear you.
Ew.
Exhale, come on back down to the mat. Can you hear me now? Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale, come up to cobra. And let's stay here for 5 breaths. While you're there, maybe dig into your palms a little bit. See a little arm strength to lengthen the lower abdomen. Let the curve of your back dissipate along or distribute nice and evenly. You'll feel that. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Push the plank. Same exhale to down dog pose. Good. Now let's just start increasing a little heart rate, a little heat. On an inhale, tilt your tailbone up, press into your palms. As you exhale, you can step or you can quietly hop your feet to your hands. On inhale, hands stay low, glance forward, lengthen your spine, half lift. Long spine, exhale, fold towards your thighs. Open your arms like wings. Flatten your back and on an inhale, come up to standing. Top of your inhale, reaching up high. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms. Breathe out. Take a little bend to the right. Stay here for one inhale. Press into your left foot a little bit. And then exhale. It might be a little more bend, maybe not. Breathing in, you'll come back to center, lifting, hands still flip. Exhale, a little bending to left. We'll stay here for an extra breath. As you inhale, reach, press in the right foot a little. And then on this exhale, maybe a little more bend and maybe not, just feel. Inhale, come back up center, release your hands, fingertips to ceiling, maybe back bend. Now breathe out and fold forward, chest to thighs, head down low. Hands down low on mat or shins. Breathe in, glance forward, lengthen, remove any rounding of spine. Exhale, press palms to mat. Same exhale to plank, same exhale, lower with control. Yeah. Release your toes. Inhale for that cobra we just practiced 5 times. Might have been 6. Exhale, push the plank. Same Same exhale to down dog. Now, let's take a few breaths here. We got a little bit of warmth. How about some refinements? Let's start at the hands. Pretend you got your hands on the lids of pickle jars. With your right hand, try to tighten that lid. Left hand, try to loosen that lid. You're just rolling your elbows towards the back of the room. Yeah, feel something in the side of your ribs. Dropping your head, neck is soft. You can gaze at your belly button. Look at your thighs, something down there, right? Moving along, tailbone lifting. With the legs, let the heels fall back wherever they might fall. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. That doesn't matter. What matters is a little stroke along the backside of your legs, pressing away with the backs of your legs. Good. And if you want to touch a little deeper, tilt your tailbone up and begin pressing chest and armpits towards ankles. Oh, inhale, glance forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. Uttanasana. Breathe in, lengthen spine, looking forward. Now breathe out, long spine, fold torso towards legs. Open your wings, flat back, and inhale. We come up standing. Top of inhale, hands are up, fingers interlaced, flip your palms. Breathe out, then just bend to the right. While you're there, maybe lift your right hip up a little. Oh, what's that? Inhale, come back center. And then breathe out and take it over to the left. How about pushing the right foot and lift left hip? Ooh. Inhale, come back to center. Release your hands, fingertips reaching, possibly back bending. Exhale, now fold. Bring your chest to your thighs. Your inhale, half lifts. Your exhale, plant your palms, go to plank and lower with some strength. Very nice. Inhale into that Cobrasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Ooh, good. Let's take a little detour as we continue to warm, making that shift, body getting ready to rock. How about take a breath. Exhale, feet come to your hands, walking or softly, quietly hopping. Inhale, lengthen out, glance forward. Now exhale, fold deep. Bend your knees if you need to, but place your palms on the mat below your shoulders. On your inhale, start to lift your left leg up behind you. This pose is called standing split. If you like Sanskrit, Ika, Urdhva Pasarita Ika Padasana. Yeah, all right. Once you find your height, let's play with length a little bit. Start straightening your knees to personal degree. Drop your head if you like, but keep your neck soft. Now, let's consider alignment. What's proper alignment? I don't know. How about open your left hip over your right hip? And as you lift your left leg, where do you feel that? Now maybe drop your left hip down even with your right hip. And as you lift your leg, where are you feeling that? Which way is proper alignment? I don't know because I'm not inside of you. What do you want to feel? Take another breath. Exhale, lower your left leg down next to your right. On an inhale, begin lifting your right leg up behind you. This is personal degree. It can lift 2 inches. It can go straight up to 12 o'clock. It's personal. Room full of people with all these different expressions of standing split. How cool. Now play with this, flirt with this, straightening your legs to personal degree. Adjust your hip rotation to something that you want to feel. Head is hanging low. Neck has really got nothing to do right now. One more breath. Breathe out. Bring your right foot down next to your left foot. Moving on to some soul salutations. Forward folded. Inhale. Glance out and lengthen. Exhale, long torso fold. Now listen up. On an inhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees like you're sitting in chair. Bring torso and arms up high. Exhale, twisting. Bring your left elbow towards or across your right thigh, palms together at the center of your chest. Look over your right shoulder if you want. An inhale, back to previous pose, chair, fierce. Exhale, make that twist to left with your right elbow across or towards left thigh. Palms together at your heart. Inhale, come back again to chair pose. Now breathe out and straighten your legs folding forward. It's kind of a release, right? Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, palms to mat. Step or float to plank and lower with control. This is called a vinyasa. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. At the end of your exhale, don't worry about kicking it up. Just step your right foot forward. Lunge it forward towards your right hand. Ground your left heel. And on an inhale, bring your torso up. Bring your arms up. They call warrior one. Exhaling, rotate your torso to the left. Bend your left knee as you straighten your right leg. Squat into the left as deep as you wish. Personal. Inhaling, bending your right knee. Put your left hand down next to right foot. Come up on left toes. Open your right hand to the sky. It's called dragonfly. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Runner's lunge. Lower your left knee. Draw hips back as you straighten your right leg. Let your right hip pull back and straighten for half split. Hands are forward, so inhale, bend your right knee, bring pelvis and heart forward. Maybe look up, let pelvis sink. Exhale, stand into your right foot, bring left foot up next to it, your forward fold. Inhale, glance forward, a half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, both the plank and lower with some strength and some control. So nice. Inhale for cobra. And then just exhale to down dog. The bottom of your exhale, left foot lunges forward. Ground your right heel. Inhale, come up, reach high to the sky, warrior one. Your exhale, rotate torso to the right. Bend right knee, straighten the left leg. Squat, shallow, medium, or deep. Inhale, bend your left knee. Bring your right hand to the mat up next to left foot. Twist your left hand high. Notice you came up on right toes. Exhale, left hand down to the mat. Lower your right knee. Draw your pelvis back as you straighten your left leg. Half split. And inhale, bend your left knee. Bring pelvis and chest forward. Maybe look up. Now breathe out and stand into your left leg as you bring your right foot up next to your left. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold forward. That was a dress rehearsal. Now let's kind of dance with it a little bit. Inhale, bend your knees, squat, bring arms and chest up, chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Just take your elbow across your thigh. Inhale, back, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, take a twist to the left. I know we kind of start standing, don't we? Inhale, come back center, sit down a little maybe. Breathe out, folding forward, straightening your legs. Whew. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant palms. We do vinyasa, both the plank, lower down. Inhale for the back bend is cobra. Exhale for the press, the down dog. Lunge your right foot forward. Ground your left. Inhale up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, rotating left, bend left knee, squat into left knee. This is Skandasana. Inhale, bend right knee, bring left hand front of mat, open right hand up high, dragonfly. Exhale, right hand down, runner's lunge, lower left knee, straighten right leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, come forward, pelvis dropping, chest lengthening. Exhale, stand into right foot, left foot forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, glance out, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant palms, take to plank, lower with control, Vinyasa. We back bend on the inhale. We press the down dog on the exhale. Step your left foot right up to your hands. Ground your right foot. Inhale up, Vira, warrior. Exhale, make the turn to the right as you squat into your bent right leg, personal degree. Moving back front, bend left knee, right hand down next to left foot, left hand up high. Exhale, left hand down to the mat, lower right knee, half split. Isn't that nice right there? Yeah. Inhale, transferring forward, pelvis dropping, chest lengthening. Breathe out, stand in the left leg, bring right foot next to left foot, folding, Uttanasana. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold. Little release. Come up on your toes, bend your knees, and lower your seat to your heels. I'm just trying to keep you moving, finding creative ways to touch. So we're in a deep knee bend, balancing on our toes. We're serving our feet, which serve us so well. You can keep hands on the mat, hang out here. Or maybe, how about this? Put your palms together, thumbs at center of your chest. And now we balance a little more, right? You can hang out here, or you can interlace your fingers. Begin reaching up, flip your palms to the ceiling, and bring biceps kind of behind ears. Feel this, the front body lengthening. You're dropping tailbone, reaching hands, finding traction. One big breath. Exhale, bring hands to the mat. Drop heels, straighten legs. Wow, we're forward folded again. Cool. Let's put a slight bend in your knees. Open your feet about shoulders width. This is somewhere close to. Now, lift the front of your feet and slide your palms under. Let the index finger and middle finger go around each side of your heel. And then let your eyes witness the toes drop down into your wrist as you lower the front of your feet. Understand right now, your hands are trapped. If you fall forward, it's not cool. So be aware. Pay attention. Now from here, let's play with straightening knees if it's appropriate. Your hamstrings will say, that's enough. Yeah. If you have your knees straightened, it might be appropriate to start bending elbows. Use some biceps and pull yourself into this fold. But remember, center of gravity. Let's not fall. Let's just breathe. And now how about 3 deep breaths right here as your torso is compressed into your thighs. Mean breathing down side of ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Might be a little less. It's up to. With your chest right over your thighs, start reaching your hands forward and find appropriate height for your arms. Maybe at ears, maybe higher than ears. And if you don't mind,
Dad, Wayne is here?
He's gonna be here at a birthday party.
Oh.
He had a birthday party. I told him, he's like, but I gotta ask him. Yeah, he's at a birthday party.
You, channel, can you mute, please? Thank you. Without straightening your knees, the best ability, inhale, start bringing torso and arms up. So we're kind of in a wide leg chair. You might only come up a couple inches. It's personal. Let's hang out here for a minute or two. Just a few breaths. Perhaps sit a little deeper. Engaging a little more thigh. Perhaps reach out long in arms because it's gonna lengthen your arms. And maybe even look up here. One inhale. Exhale, come on up to standing. Drop your right hand down to the outer right thigh. Left hand up there by its lonesome. Inhale, reaching. Now exhale, bend to the right. Let your fingers walk down your right thigh. Let's get 2 breaths here. Now, again, what's the proper alignment? I don't know. You can roll your shoulder back and feel serratus muscle. Roll your left shoulder forward, feel lat muscle. Or just stay in the middle. What about my eyes? Should they be on the floor or up on my hand? It's up to you. Inhale, come back up center. Both hands reaching high. And then as you breathe out, bring left hand to outer left thigh. Take big full breath. And reach right hand straight up. Now exhale, start bending left. Let your left hand walk down your thigh. Once you find the appropriate depth, you can actually grab onto your leg. Some investigating, some searching, looking for your sensation. Just gently touching your partner in different places to find where it needs the healing. Your next inhale, come up, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, bring chest towards thighs. Head down low, hands down low. Breathe in, glance out, that's half this. It's vinyasa. Breathe out. Hands to mat. To plank. Lower down. Take an inhale into cobra. Channel, could you please mute? Take an exhale into down dog. Thank you. From down dog. Inhale. Bring your right leg up. This is a 3-leg dog. And again, where should I be with this? I don't know. Let's roll our right hip. Keep your right leg straight, but roll your right hip up over your left hip and maybe lift a little more. Press into your right hand. What are we feeling here? I don't know, pelvic floor, a little side body. What happens if you take your right hip even with your left hip and press evenly with both hands? What are we feeling here? Some left side hamstring? I don't know. Take a breath. Exhale. Crunch your right knee towards your right tricep. Now you can stay right here. Plenty of going-ons right here. If you feel a little adventurous, ground your left heel, flat left foot. Inhale. Open your left hand to the sky. You can stay here. If you wish to venture a little further, extend your right leg and just hold your lifted right foot out in front of you. 1 breath. Exhale, bring your left hand to the mat. Inhale, take your right leg up to 3-legged dog. Woo. Now exhale, step your right foot up, lunge it up towards your hands. Wow. Keep up on your left toes. On an inhale, bring torso and arms up. This is called crescent pose. We'll be here 1.5 beats. So how about gently guide your left hip forward as you extend your left heel away till you feel that upper left thigh. Bending of your right knee. See how close you can take your left knee to the ground without bending it. There, a little heat. 1 more inhale. Keep legs where they're at. Exhale, rotate your torso to the right wall. Open your arms wide. And it's okay if your left knee bends a little. No problemo. Keep your eyes right there on that right wall. Take a breath. Open wide with arms. And as you breathe out, bring your right hand behind you to upper outer left thigh. Inhale, lift your left arm up and over. If you can, if neck is cool with it, look over your right shoulder at your left heel. Cool. 1 more inhale. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, come around the crescent pose. If you're with me, exhale, sweep your arms back like jet airplane. Bring your torso partway forward. On inhale, pull your breastbone forward, reach your fingertips back. Exhale, just stand up on your right leg. Your left toes are like 2 inches off the mat. You don't need to look. You're like an airplane going straight up, climbing up above the clouds. Now, we've got 5 breaths to investigate this. You can bring your torso forward as you lift your left leg, personal degree. Maybe your airplane gets to height and decides to level off. Good. If you're leveled off, try to bring torso and leg a little higher than hips and arms a little higher than everything. Good. I think you're at 3 breaths. How about 2 more? 1 inhale. As you exhale, start bending your right knee. Left knee stays straight. We're going to come down almost nipple to thigh. This is called bent knee balancing. There's some really cool old name about balancing stick or something like that. Take a breath. Exhale, lower your left foot to the mat. Flatten it. Straighten your right leg. Interlace your hands behind your back. Breathe out and fold into your right leg. Let your knuckles come up off of your back as high as you like. And let's look at some refinement possibilities. Perhaps draw your right hip back, push your left hip forward a little bit. Release your hands down to the mat on either side of your right foot. Now, your right hand, bring it up on your shin. And I mean kind of almost to your knee. On inhale, open your chest, your pelvis to the left wall, left hand goes to the sky. This is triangle. So Steve, why is my right hand so high on my leg? Well, in guard tradition, leg hand high, so you can lengthen your spine a little more effectively. Now you can hang out here. This is pretty cool, spine lengthening. If you want, start bringing your right hand down your shin. You can grab a hold of an ankle, or you can hook your fingers around your right big toe. This Ashtanga tradition triangle, starting to touch your right hamstring. Which is the proper way? I don't know. What are you feeling? What do you need to feel? Let's cook this triangle a little bit, shall we? Drop your left arm over your left ear, reaching it towards the front of the room. But wait, there's more. Bring your right arm up under your right ear, reaching your right fingertips towards front of the room. Try to rotate your left chest towards sky. Inhale, reach fingertips so far. Now exhale, legs stay there, come right on up, torso straight up. Inhale, previous pose, go 90 degrees to right or there close to. Exhale, come back up center. One more time. Inhale, bend, fingertips towards front wall. Exhale, come on back up. Rotate your left foot to the back of the mat. Open your arms wide, palms up. Take a breath. Exhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees.
We lost you again. We can't hear you.
Pull your arms back and open your chest. I want you to pretend you're moving through quicksand. Exhale, contract your pectorals and bring arms forward. Slow, like you're squeezing the beach ball. Palms face each other. Now, back side of your body, shoulders, triceps, lats. Inhale, open arms, palms rotate up. Moving through clay. Exhale, forward again, pectorals. Using strength. Inhale, open. We're lifting weights without touching the steel. Exhale, one more time, pectorals. Inhale, open up, palms up. Exhale here. Now think shoulder muscles, front of your shoulders. Inhale, bring biceps to ears, moving through quicksand. Turn palms away from each other. Think of the back muscles. Exhale, press your palms back down horizontal. Lats and shoulders, palms up. Inhale, come on up. Anterior deltoid. Rotate palms away from each other. Exhale, press like you're lifting your body up off the ground, but your knees are still bent. One more time, palms up. Inhale, come on up with shoulders cooking sweetly. Rotate the palms and press down. Lats are just loving every bit of this. Now, no resistance. Just inhale, reach up, straighten your legs. All 10 toes to left wall. Exhale, fold forward. Yeah, how about that? Now, grab a hold of something. Could be some shins, could be some ankles. You can grab the outside of your feet, big toes. And with straight elbows, look forward. Think of cow pose. Arch your tailbone, chest forward. Now, strong biceps. Bend your elbows. Keep that length and draw torso somewhere towards between your thighs. Personal degree, right? Let's take a few breaths here. Once you're there, just drop your head and let it hang. Tell you what, if the top of your head is touching the mat, that is nothing to send in the yoga journal. That means bring your feet a little closer and make some room for some neck traction. Good. How about 2 more breaths here? Now, bring your right hand around your back, palm facing away. See if you can bring the fingertips of your right hand to your upper left thigh. If not, just grab a hold of some shirts. Now, your left hand, reach around the front of your right ankle and grab a hold of something there. Achilles tendon, maybe it's a little higher on the calf. That right hand around your back, use it to keep hip in place. Take a breath of air. Breathing out, strong left bicep. Bend your elbow, bring left nipple towards right knee. Oh, wow. What are we doing here? We got strength. We got stamina. We got suppleness, flexibility. We got balance. We even got some cardio. All 5 aspects of fitness in one simple pose. One more breath. Exhale, release your bind. Come down the middle. Ooh, hands to hips. Find flat back. Inhale, come up to standing. Open your arms out wide. Rotate right toes to front of mat. Exhale, bend your right knee. This is warrior 2. Oh, yeah. Now, let's play. Let's feel this. You can reach your left hand back and your right knee forward. You will find some erection of spine there. It might be cool to touch your tailbone to kind of remove some kinking from lumbar. Suggestions only. It's personal. It's a real good idea to turn your eyes down the right finger, middle finger, that one right there. Look at the fingernail. It's called drishti. 2 breaths here. Let this cook a little bit. Take breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate your torso forward like warrior 1. Arms straight out in front of you, palms up. Cross your left elbow over your right elbow and just grapevine your hands like eagle arms, right? It doesn't have to be pretty. You just grab. Feel the back of your shoulders. Now, lift your elbows up wherever they come up to. Press your hands away. Now, feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. Cool. If you wish from here, inhale, lift your elbows, take a little back bend. Exhale, push your right knee forward. Inhale, maybe a little more back bend. Exhale, release your arms, hands to the mat. Come up on left toes, step right foot back, vinyasa. Pull, plank, lower, Back bend is inhaling. Push the down dog is exhaling. Ah, yeah. Now, real important, we have two sides. We walk in circles if we don't get both. Let's go. Left leg, inhale, take it up behind you. And remember here, you can find your three-leg dog. Hips open is going to be a little more pelvic floor. Hip closed going to be a little more hamstring. What's the proper way? I don't know. One more inhale, lifting. Exhale, how about crunch your left knee towards your left tricep? Remember this? Oh yeah, I remember this, yeah. Now you hang out here and just think about what's holding the knee there. If you wish more, ground your right heel, sole of right foot against the mat. Keeping your left knee lifted, just inhale, open your right hand to the sky. Maybe you open up and put your right hand on your hip, that's okay, yeah? Let's stay here for one breath. If you want, extend your left leg out. Breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, bring right hand to the mat. Inhale, sweep left leg up. Wow. Hey, Steve, you didn't put a push-up in there. Yeah, no. Exhale, sweep your left foot through. Lunge it forward. Cape up on your right toes. Right heel is up. And then just take a big old breath as you rise up the crescent pose. Yeah, cool. Let's take 2 breaths here while you flirt with this. Explore. Remember, we can, the straight leg, that hip, you can just push forward. In this case, your right hip. You can extend your right heel back. Well, shouldn't my foot be straight up and down? I don't know. Do you want to stretch the back of your leg and the top of your psoas? You can get more thigh cooking by bending deeper into your left knee, bringing right knee closer to the mat without bending it, right? Some folks like the back bend and crescent. Wherever your groove is, right now, take a deep breath. Now exhale, rotate your torso to the left wall and just open arms wide. Don't worry if your right knee bends. It's really kind of damn near impossible for it not to. On an inhale, try to open wings a little wider. Feel your chest spread. Now, exhale, bring your left hand around behind you to the upper outer right thigh. And as you breathe in, long right arm comes up and over. Maybe exhale, push left knee forward, bring right hand back. How about pull right hand and left knee away from each other? Wow. Inhale, come up to crescent pose. If you're with me, exhale, hinge forward, part way, sweep arms back. Take 1 breath as you pull your breastbone forward. Reach your fingertips back, roll shoulders open. Breathe out. Just stand up on your left leg. Right foot is going to come off 2 inches. Yeah. Did you know this is a warrior 3? But my biceps aren't on my ears. I don't practice that way because it's excruciating for prior neck injury. If you want to put biceps on your ears, reach forward and do it. But spend 5 breaths figuring out how close to horizontal you want to bring your airplane in. I don't know. What is the right way? Anybody figure that out yet? Breathe. Wobbling is encouraged. This is where you learn. Fall is great. Brush off, smile. Now, if you're with me, take a breath. Exhale, start bending your left knee. Come down as deep into left knee that's appropriate for you. Could be 2 inches. You might come all the way down with your left nipple on your left thigh. Take a breath here, lengthen traction. As you exhale, now lower your right foot and ground it flat and straighten your left leg. Oh, nice to release that thigh, huh? With your hands, sweep back behind your back and interlace your fingers. Breathe in, pull your breastbone towards left foot, straighten your elbows, roll your shoulders back. Again, personal degree. Now breathe out and bring your long torso down towards your left thigh and just lift your knuckles and arms up and over to where it feels right. You know that crazy side plank stuff? Here's a little relief. You can refine by drawing left hip back, right hip forward, and there's some undercarriage activity now. Good. How about with next exhale, bring hands down to the mat, either side of your left foot. And then your left hand, you know what to do with triangle. Put it on your left leg where you want. Remember, down low for hamstring, up high for spine. And when you're ready, inhale, open your right hand up high. You can play around with a little bit of both. Maybe you're not sure. Do I want hamstring? Do I want spine? Flirt, explore. This is your time with you. Listen to your partner say, oh, that's nice. More, please. Now let's cook. Drop right arm over right ear. Really reaching to infinity. Feel right body opening. Bring left arm up under left ear. And so they both hands, fingertips are reaching to the front wall. Take a big breath and reach here. Now exhale, come straight up. Legs stay the same. Inhale, bending to the left side again. Reaching fingers to front wall. Big inhale. Exhale, come on up. One more time. Inhale, take the side bend. Reach the fingers at top of inhale. Now exhale your body up with control. Inhale, rotate your right foot to the back of the mat. Exhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees, just sitting down in goddess. Arms go out wide, palms up. Let's see, last side we did a chest and back and some shoulders. How about biceps and triceps? All right. Toes are pointing away, knees are bent. We're sitting, thighs are cooked, and arms wide, palms up. Take a hold of those cables. You know they're attached to weight stacks. You dial in your weight. Take a big breath. Now exhale, contract your biceps and curl in over the entire exhale. Full breath in, contract biceps right here. Rotate palms away. Now exhale, press. Feel tricep as you press. Arms stay wide, shoulders are lifting up. Palms up, big breath. Exhale, contract and take a curl. Rotate palms away, big breath. Exhale, press. Feel every fiber in your tricep. Palms up, big breath. Grab the candles. Now exhale, curl in. One big breath, rotate palms away. Press, feel, dip, indulge into triceps. Now, no resistance, no engagement. Just inhale your arms up. Straighten your legs, all 10 toes to side wall. Exhale, sweeping arms behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your back and fold. Draw knuckles over. I know we're doing a lot of these shoulders openers, but think of all the shoulder stuff we just did. We're complementing the masculine with the feminine, the strength with the suppleness, right? The force, the sweetness. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands down. Now this time, bring your left hand around behind your back, palm facing away. See if the left fingertips can hook the top of your right thigh. They don't have to. You can grab a hold of some shirt or maybe some pants, some Lululemon, slip fingers in waistband. We're just trying to find some way to help anchor your hip. With your right hand, reach around the front of your left ankle. Now take a breath, lengthen the spine, and with an exhale, strong right bicep, bend elbow, and start bringing right nipple to left towards left knee. Yeah. And your left hand is an anchor, kind of keeping the right hip from taking away from your stretch. I mean, it really wants to come around the corner with you, but it's kind of nice to keep it where it is. And just get a few breaths here and feel every little bit of this. It's nice, right? We have strength, stamina, flexibility, balance, cardio, all in one. One breath. Exhale, release. hang down the middle for a minute. Just notice that your breath is still calm, steady, deep, long. I didn't say slow. It might have sped up a little bit. We're using some oxygen. Bring your hands to your hips and get the flat back happening. Inhale, come on up, shoulders over hips, arms out wide. Push into left toes as you rotate left toes to front of room. And exhale, bend your left knee and just groove on into warrior two. Virabhadrasana Dosasana. Now remember the refinements here? There's 7 billion people on the planet. You know that means 7 billion different ways to refine warrior two. I don't know the proper way. I'm still trying to figure. And just a little time here and a little breath and a little focus builds some heat, some strength, whole lot of concentration. Inhale, rotate your chest forward now. Both arms straight out in front, palms up. This time crossing left elbow over right elbow. If you did the other way, the other time around, we're grooving. Bend your elbows, grapevine your upper arms, your forearms. And then lift your elbows up, just up, until the shoulders stay right there. And now move the outer hands away until the backs of your shoulders, that spot between scapulus is right there. Yeah, cool. Hang out here. Thighs still cooking. If you want to do the back bend, inhale. Lifting breast, lifting arms, lifting heart. Exhale here. Sometimes there's a little more, so maybe on an inhale, find a little more. Now exhale, release your arms, folding forward, hands to mat, come up on right toes, step left foot back to plank, lower with control. Ooh. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to down dog. Take a breath here. Exhale, lower to child's pose briefly, just long enough to remove any contraction in your body. So let's let everything kind of flow for a second, because we got a big dog just came into the room. He's friendly, he's real sweet. He loves you. Tuck toes under, press into palms, lift butt, drop head and chest, downward facing dog. Now, all I want you to do, we're going to be in a dog for about 5 minutes, but in a lot of different ways. And all you need to worry about is focus on breath and sensation. Anytime you wish to drop out, you just drop out and come back in when you're ready. And you're already almost ready for the first move. So a couple more breaths. As you're doing this, maybe you can extend breath to a 4 count or a 5 count. Now, take your right hand and reach around there and grab a hold of the outside of your left knee. Just reach across your body and grab the outside of your left knee. And use a little right bicep to maybe pull into a twist, looking up under your left armpit. And now just breathe. Depending on the length of your breath, this could be 4 to 6 breaths. And remember, you can come out anytime you like. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand back to the mat. Inhale in down dog. Exhale, bring your left hand across your body towards your outer right knee. Just get a grip. Do you know you can slide your hand down the outside of your right shin if you want to go a little deeper? That's okay. And when you're ready, start bending your left elbow to get some twist. If appropriate. If neck allows, look under your right armpit. That's great. Breathe now. You watch breath, you watch sensation. And this crazy guy going to just watch the clock. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand back to down dog. Shoo. Take an inhale here in down dog. Exhale, bring your right hand behind your back, palm face away, and see if you can kind of move fingers like you're going to scratch the back of your neck. So you're getting left shoulder strengthening, right shoulder stretching. Look at belly button and breathe now. And you can refine dog while you're breathing. You can lengthen your back by lifting your tailbone. Don't worry, I'm watching clock. You're doing great. 2 more breaths, steady. Full breath in. Exhale your right hand back to down dog. We just keep moving. So take a breath in down dog. Breathing out, left hand comes around behind you, palm facing away, and just start swiggling and finagling it up like you're going to scratch the back of your neck. You might not get there, but it's just an idea. Right shoulder is strengthening, left shoulder is stretching, face is soft, breath is calm and steady. Now just breathe. You have really nothing to do right now but breathe, watch, and sensation. Is anybody watching that sweat drop come off the tip of your nose? One big inhale. Exhale, left hand back to down dog. Breathe into down dog here. If you can do both arms at the same time, okay, or one at a time. Exhale, bend your elbows, bring your forearms to the mat. Either way, same time or one at a time. It's all good. Now, feet stay right where they're at. Don't even jack with them. Leave them where they're at. Lift your tailbone. Look forward and see what it feels like as by adjusting forearms. You can interlace your fingers or you can bring your arms like the number 11. What's the right way? Your shoulders are going to tell you. Once you find that, drop your head, tuck your chin, and push into forearms to make a little space for the top of your skull to dangle. And if you wish for a little more, start pushing chest and armpits towards your ankles. It's called dolphin. And now breathe. You know, every time I cue folks through this long dog, I think to myself, that looks pretty damn intense. I should try it sometime. Breathe. One big breath. If you can do arms simultaneously, cool. If not, one at a time. Exhale, straighten your arms, your elbows back to down dog. Woo! 2 breaths in down dog. Prepare. Mind is soft, still. Face is calm. Breath is steady. Now, right hand, palm facing away. Remember this? Bring it behind your back and try to swiggle it between your shoulder blades. Once you find appropriate spot, and try to keep dog. Don't turn this into plank if you can avoid it. Begin to start lifting your left leg behind you. For those of you that love handstands but don't have a wall handy, here you go. No wall handstand. That's it. Yes, breathe. Balance. Supreme balance. It's wobbly, it's shaky. And it's only like for, I don't know, another 20, 30 seconds. Breathe. If you fall, it's okay. That's how we learn. It's what you do with the fall. Compassion, forgiveness, humility. One more breath. First things first, return right hand to the down dog. Now lower your left leg. Oh, 2 breaths in dog. Now we know what's going on. You can prepare a little differently. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes around behind you. Start swiggling it up, back of your hand to your spine, and take it up to appropriate area. Now remember, try to maintain dog because it easily becomes a plank. And when you're ready, you just start lifting your right leg up behind you. Shoulder stretching, shoulder strengthening, something happening in hips and pelvis. Mind is quiet, face is soft, breath is deep and steady and long. Watch for that drip of sweat coming off your nose. Great focal point. One more breath. First things first, exhale, hand first, back to down dog, then lower your leg. Ooh, one big breath in down dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, bring them together and open your ankles and heels wide, wider than hips. And start walking hands back and lower your seat towards the floor. This one's probably a little different than the first one. And things have changed. The baggage and stuff has shifted mid-flight, right? So you might be cool sitting up with hands on thighs. Might be appropriate to come back on palms and lean back. Maybe you want to bend your elbows and come on forearms. Might be even a few of you decide to go supine to back. If you're on your back, I would encourage you to perhaps lift your pelvis, tuck your tailbone towards your knees, and then set pelvis back down. It just kind of relieves a little hostility from the lumbar area. That's a real sharp bend at first. Maybe you like a sharp bend. I don't know. Breathe. And if you're on your back, perhaps bring biceps to ears, interlace all but your index fingers, and just kind of reach away. It's just so nice, right? Ankles, knees, psoas, probably the nicest stroke, the lower body. If you chose to go to your back, come on up and join the folks that did not go to their back. They said, this is cool sitting up. Take a couple breaths right here, just kind of getting right. Bring your hands to the mat. Come to a table. Cross your ankles. Sit back to cross-legged position. From there, let's bring the soles of our feet together. Tuck your heels in towards your groin somewhere. And let the knees fall open. What do you call this? A butterfly, Baddha Konasana, cobbler, a lot of stuff, right? Now, you can use your hands to take a hold of your feet or your ankles. Now, how about inhale, lift your ribs up out of your pelvis, lift your breastbone a little higher than everything. Keep this length and use some bicep to hinge forward. Staying long in the spine. You can use elbows on inner thighs or front of shins. How about another breath as you pull your breastbone forward some more? And then exhale some arm strength to continue hinging forward. And that's how you get down to your spot. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, hinge your long spine forward. Yeah. Yeah, and this might be nice to drop your head and stretch the back of your neck once you're there. Might be nice to point your chin forward and just stay lengthened. But once you find your spot, just melt into it for a while, yeah? All right, come on back up with me. Come upright. grab your hands outside your knees and bring your knees back upright, feet are flat. Your feet are about 30 centimeters, 12 inches apart, and about 30 centimeters, 12 inches away from butt. You could take your hands to the mat behind you, and let's try to point fingers away towards that back wall behind you. You might want to change that here momentarily, but let's find out. Take a breath. Exhale, push in the palms, feet, contract quads, glutes, lift your torso up the table, upside down. And right now, you'll know if you need to change your wrists. But if they're rotated fingers away, this is a great chance to kind of open your shoulders and drop your head back. Yeah, that's it. Great lifting. Look, that's that sensation. That's awesome. Breathe right into everything you're feeling. And for those that are like really zenned out and can levitate, reach your arms to the ceiling. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale. Lower butt down to the floor. Straighten your legs, lifting. And you still got your palms down on the mat. If they're not already, turn the fingers pointing to the front of the room. Now, slight bend of knees or knees straight. It's all the same. Inhale. Lower your legs to where the heels just the slightest kiss to the mat. Exhale. Contract core. Lift your legs back up. Inhale. Let the heels just kiss the mat. They're not resting. They're just saying hi. Exhale. Come on back up. We're only doing 5, not 50, so don't worry. Inhale down. Exhale, rise. Dos más. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Whoa. Now with your legs lifting, maybe straight, maybe bent. Doesn't matter. Bring your arms out forward. Boat pose, Navasana. And we kind of want to maybe bring arms like parallel to legs, or maybe open them a little bit. Find your spot, but while you're here, try to lift your breastbone. The back's going around a little bit, but that's not much. Now, take a rotation of torso to the right. And we're only going to be here for 2 full breathing cycles, so get it while you can. I mean, it's really short, right? Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, just a rotation, torso to left. And 2 breathing cycles. I mean, it goes by so quick. So get as much while you can. Indulge. Feel all of this. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale here. Inhale, lift legs a little higher. Exhale, hands to the mat, fingers pointing front of the room. Lower your legs down, drop your head back, straight arms. Inhale, now lift your pelvis, lift your hips, try to touch toe tips to the floor, lift. Again, it's just 2 real long breaths. Here, stay lifting. Here's your second inhale, so come up a little. That's it. You now exhale, lower glutes to floor. Woo, legs to the floor. Come sitting upright. Yeah. Just bend our right knee. And just nonchalantly place it on top of ankle on top of left knee. Bend your left knee and bring that ankle underneath your right knee. And if you're like this with right knee way up in the air, cool, great, no problem. Maybe you just go crisscross applesauce. Find your alignment. Sweep your left arm around behind you, palm away. We've been here before, haven't we? Try to swiggle it up between shoulder blades. Reach your right arm up and over, bend right elbow. Now, if you notice that your fingers touch, maybe they will bind. And if they don't, can you just grab some t-shirt? Back of skull against the right arm, and maybe just take the most subtle glance up. So nice. Yeah, left arm behind back, right arm, two different parts of two different shoulders experiencing the sensation. Release this. Let your left arm come out gentle. There is no rush. Set left hand on the mat about 12 inches outside of your left hip. That's about 30 centimeters. Reach your right arm up, bend your right elbow, and just take a hold of your left ear and draw your skull up and over like you're bringing right ear to right shoulder. Oh, yeah. So look, we can hang out here, but there's options are limitless here. What if you rotate your chin up or down a little bit? How about your inner left elbow? If you rotate it forward, what happens? So take a beat to investigate, to search out the spot that needs your love. Oh, there it is. You found it. Now park. Just breathe into it. Take your right hand away from your left ear, bring it over to your right ear, and use your arm to lift your skull back up to neutral. Ooh, pretty cool, huh? Now, you got a shin stack or your crisscross applesauce. Either way, same. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhaling, bring arms first, hands towards the mat. Hinge your long spine forward. Let your hands kind of guide you down. We're going to try to bring our nipples out beyond our shins. If they don't go that far, it's okay. And I don't mean grab and pull, I mean lift your spine. And just a couple breaths to lengthen, a couple exhales to fold. And just take your time as you dip into something in your right hip. And once you're there, you can drop your chin, drop your head, and just dwell. It's kind of nice. Come on back up. No hurries, no worries. All we're going to do here is make a switch. Straighten your legs out in front. And then we just do the opposite. The left ankle on top of the right knee, the right ankle underneath the left knee. Or a sukhasana with left shin in front of right shin. Same thing. Just giving us access to our left hip is all. Swiggle your right hand behind your back, bringing it up between your shoulder blades, palms away. And then your left arm goes up and over with the bend of your left elbow. You may be bind, you maybe don't. They say this is called cow face arms, or just stretching my two shoulders in two different ways. But whether you're bound or whether you're holding shirt, you can really see how with the right arm, it's the anterior deltoid, your front of your right shoulder is really getting this. The place, the acromion and clavicle, those bones in your shoulder girdle, you're opening that impingement that may be there. Now on the left side, you're getting the whole other side on your left shoulder. How about that, right? You can glance up a little bit to accentuate the left shoulder. And coming out of this, you just bring your right arm out easy and enjoy the shift of sensation as you come out of that really deep stretch. It's called a rebound, a phase shift. Your right hand on the mat, about 30 centimeters, 12 inches or so to the right side. And then you reach your left arm up and over, bending your left elbow. Your left hand gets a hold of your right ear, and you just lift your skull up and over, bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder. We're trying not to push down into the neck. We're trying to lift it up and over, making space. That's what all this is about. We're making space in the body. We're making space between our thoughts. That gap, that interstice. We're putting a little space between us and all the stuff. We're just making some room for a little love, some flow. And with this space, we fully experience. My teacher, my instructor calls it sucking all the juice out of the moment that life offers. I think that's weird, so I don't use it. Take your left hand over to your left ear. And just use your hand to lift your skull back up to neutral. Don't need to contract muscles after you just lengthen them so sweetly, okay? Take a breath as you reach up, finding length here, lifting ribs out of pelvis. As you exhale, arms are coming forward down, both right ahead of torso as the torso hinges. It's not rounding, it's hinging forward. And then it is so delicate going into that part of your hip that you just make your way down easy. You're going to exhale before you get all the way in, so take another inhale halfway there and lengthen some more. And then use this exhale to go on home into it, right? And what we're doing is we're adopting the yin principles here. We find our edge, that it's a place of moderation. Too much, not enough, right in between, just right. Then we soften around the edge. We use exhales. And right now you're in third aspect. Time and stillness. And you realize that that desire right now to fidget, to wiggle, to shift or move, that's your mind. It wants you to do what it says. You are breaking the biggest addiction of your life, reactivity to impulse of mind. It's uncomfortable, it's challenging, but it sure is worth it. Breathe. All right, you wonderful people, you come back up right, nice and smooth, no hurries. Did you feel that as he came up? It's cool, right? Extend legs out, come to your back, hug knees in. Now, run your hand bones down your shin bones and take a hold of the outside of your feet bones. Open your knees wider than torso and bring your ankles up over your knees. And then a little arm strength. Just kind of pull knees towards the floor in your armpits there. Where are my ankles supposed to be? Well, somewhere over your knees, but where? Well, you got to find that. I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel. So kind of adjust the angle of your ankle and the alignment of knee to ankle. And you find that spot that is like, oh, right there. You know, when the massage therapist finds the knot and then just hangs out in it, that's the same principle. Might be cool to adjust your grip here to maybe hooking the toes or grabbing a hold of ankles or shins, but now just straighten your legs out wide, like a flying V. Yeah. And I would do that gently. Absolutely do that gently. So we got our legs up in the air out wide like we're a V. And maybe you're holding toes or ankles or feet or shins. Just use a little gentle arm strength. We're not trying to heat up. The toes are kind of maybe pointing down-ish, so just start pulling them towards the floor. And while you're doing that, see if you can keep that piece of flesh on the back of your tailbone contacted to Mother Earth. As you dip into loads and loads of tissues and fibers in an area that holds a lot of stuff, a lot of tension, a lot of stress, memories. clock is ticking. Let's use our hands to bring our legs together, keeping them as straight as you can. And my knees might bend a little bit. Try to keep your pelvis on the ground, and your knees might not come all the way together. That might not be appropriate, but maybe it is. You're just bringing them towards each other. Once they get there, wherever that may be, put your palms on the mat next to your hips. So you've got tricep all the way down the palms contacting the mat. Take a breath of air, using some arm strength, some core strength. Exhale, touch your toes towards the floor above your head, towards the floor. They don't have to touch the floor. If they do, cool. If they don't, cool. So right now we're just kind of in a reverse cobra, right? You know how many cobras we did, all those vinyasas? So we're just kind of offsetting it here. Here's how I like to set up for next pose. I will offer to you, maybe it works for you. In this plow, I will interlace my fingers and lengthen my elbows, straighten my arms, and swiggle and scooch my shoulders and arms closer to each other until I feel upper outer triceps grounded into the planet. And that might not be okay because that's kind of weird on the front of shoulders. It might be super sweet. Now, wherever you're at, if that works for you, cool. Bend your elbows and place the meaty part of your palms somewhere around the kidneys. Now, fade your torso into your palms so that your torso is kind of like Leaning Tower of Pisa. Not straight up and down, but fading away to some degree. And then bring both legs straight up. It's called shoulder stand. Now, I do get particular about alignment with this pose because, well, we're talking about a neck here. And there's a tradition that wants your torso 90 degrees to your neck. I really don't agree. But if that's where you feel like you need to be, go over there. But you understand that's your choice, not mine. I think the torso fading away is sweet because we're here for a while. Neck is free. Everything's in shoulders and triceps. What about toes? Should we push heels? Should we push metatarsals? I don't know. Your choice. Breath is steady, face is soft, mind is quiet. And all of that oxygen-rich, nutrient-rich blood is rushing down your body, past your heart, into your thyroid, pituitary, pineal gland. And what is it, the 726 centimeters of capillaries? I made that number up. I really have no clue how many centimeters of capillaries you got in the brain. Take your time bringing your toes back to prior position. And again, stuff might have shifted mid-flight here, so just take your time, no hurries. Don't rush into this one. Then release your arms to the floor like they were before, triceps to palms contacted. And then use a little tricep and core strength to lower your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, flat to the mat. And keep holding your right knee at right pectoral. Lay your left leg out flat. Use your left hand on your right knee. Open your right arm wide. Take a breath. Exhale, draw your right knee over to the left side of the room and turn your head to the right, if neck allows. Yeah, there you go. Now just let your exhale soften you all around this sweet twist. It's nice, right? Hey, come on back, center. Hug both knees in as we make our switch. This time we'll keep our left knee to hug towards left chest. Take your right leg straight out, lay it on the mat. Your right hand will bind the left knee. Your left arm opens wide. You know, you can keep it straighter. If you bend your left elbow 90 degrees, you get a little more external shoulder rotation. Take a breath in and breathe out. Pull your left knee over to the right side of the room and just turn your head to the left. Yeah. Isn't it interesting? In such a gentle, accessible pose, we still get that urge to fidget, to wiggle. Isn't that interesting? Certainly nothing to get frustrated or judgmental about. It's just something to observe, accept, and let it be. All right, my friends, come back center, hug both knees in, please. As deep as you please. Hold hamstrings, hold shins, or wrap your arms all the way around and grab elbows. See if you can bring your cheekbones towards your knees. Good. Now you have a little Jalandhara, the throat band. How about Mula Bandha? Try to engage toilet muscles, downstairs deep, those muscles, engage them. Try to pull that center point up towards belly button, pull belly button in towards that, and draw it all up behind your solar plexus. Pull your ears back against your skull without tensing your jaw. With everything right now engaged, take a full breath in. Hold it for just a moment. Now exhale, release everything. Extend your arms, extend your legs, and melt into a savasana. And let your breath return to natural, no more intentional breathing. And here you are, you've arrived at the peak of the mountain. So close your eyes and enjoy the view, yeah? You spent about 90 minutes getting here, so don't discount it. Hang out for a while. You really did earn it. I'm going to leave you with your breath. And I offer each and every one of you, I offer you my gratitude. I give you my love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.